Hi, I'm Jay and welcome back to my channel. And welcome back to, I think this is part 7 of my coloring book collection videos. All of my coloring books as of now, 2022. I'm pretty sure there will be more. And I personally think for the last part I have kept some real good ones. Some of my personal favorites. Though I do think all of these books are uncolored, or almost uncolored, which is not okay. But this part will consist of all of my Etsy books that I bought at Etsy, and all of my European books. As I said, I use that term very, very, very lightly. It's just how I sort the books in my head. It's not, an actual denominator of the books or where the artists come from. So nobody yell at me, please. So let's start, with my German books. First up are these little cuties. These are decidedly German. I don't think you can buy them anywhere else than from this German publisher, but they do ship, I think, well, at least throughout Europe. Let me show you. This is the Gretz Verlag. It's like a book publisher, and they have all kinds of stuff. And on their homepage, you can also buy coloring books. And these are so cute and so cheap. I kind of went overboard when I discovered them. I have 3 bigger coloring books by them. I think these are based on a children's series by them. These is just the names of, I think, the dragons, Topaz and Tigerauge. So let me just have a quick flip through. I don't know whether it says... Yeah, it's by Sigrid and Sven Leberer. They have several illustrators working for them. So it's just, this is made for children, you can tell. The illustrations are very easy. There's no background at all. So yeah, I actually do keep them, if there's any children here that need some coloring at some point. Then I have the Princess coloring book. This is by Annemarie Frisk. Again, easy, obviously aimed at children, but I think it's so cute. Look at that one, isn't that the best? It is reminiscent of the Anne Kronheimer Princess coloring book. I personally think in style. So the princess one, and if there's princesses for the girls, there has to be pirates for the boys or something. And this is also by Annemarie Frisk. And I mean, if these are aimed at kids, they have to be older kids, I'd say. The paper is pretty thick, actually. Maybe you can hear this when I page. It's certainly thicker than usual coloring book paper, I'd say. So these are my 3 bigger ones. And then I have lots and lots and lots of these small ones. They're just too cute. They had done by different artists. And when I bought those, I favored those done by Uti Carden because I think it's his style. Most of these are still available, and there are some that I didn't get because I didn't like the way they looked. So let me just show you on a couple of pages of these. They're basically just little cards, just very tiny teensy things. Like this is the Mandala coloring book. Then I have the Farm Animals by Annette Rudolph. And these are just single pictures of all the animals. Isn't that just the sweetest? Really? Then I have the jungle one. Also Annette Rudolph. Chameleon, just monkeys. And I don't know, jaguars or something. Oh, that's the way it is. It's just adorable. Then I have like sea animals or sea creatures. Also Annette Rudolph. These are a bit harder to page through. These are just, you know, fish and seahorses and a sea turtle. Then I just have like wild animals by Annette Rudolph. Snake and a crocodile. It's a bit similar to the jungle one, actually. I love him. Then I have forest animals. Also Annette Rudolph. This is going to take a while. Can you see how high the pile is? Yeah, so basically just, you know, all kinds of animals from the forest. And oh, look at this guy. So these were all the animals. Then we have, again, Utikaden, like Adventures by the Sea, is what this says. And these are a bit different in style. And basically you have this cat, I think, that has all these adventures. And it's kind of a little story, like here I think the story goes like they find this map in the ocean, then all the friends look at the map, then they sail to the cross on the map, and they need so they go to this engineer and get a like submarine, and then they dive down with the submarine. They meet a sea dragon, and then they find the treasure. And in the treasure, I suppose it's a very happy sea turtle that it got rescued. Oh, sea! It's just adorable. God, that's so adorable. Then we have the fairy coloring book, I'd say. Yeah, fairy. So all kinds of things a fairy does. Then again we have another princess coloring book. Little, you know, scenes from the hard life of a princess. Utikaden. Then, you know, if there's princesses, there needs to be pirates, right? But these are like animal pirates. And of course, the knight's coloring book. And they're just, you know, they're very small, like they're palm sized basically. So the big spaces aren't actually that big. So sweet. And then I have a collection of seasonal ones. So I have the spring one, spring coloring book. These are all by Utikaden again. So we have all kinds of spring scenes in here. Then we have summer, you know, with these little guys and the fairies and mice. I really should do, you know, one or two, but they're so quick because they're so small. Autumn. Little mice playing. Oh, I love this, with lanterns. And winter. Aww, isn't this precious? So sweet. And then I have 3 Christmas ones. So 3 Christmas coloring books. Also Utikaden, and Utikaden. As I said, I looked at his stuff because I liked that. Oh, I liked his. Sorry, the cats had a little fight. So the Christmas coloring book, as I said, the first one, so sweet. Then another one that's called like It's Christmas Soon. So all kinds of Christmas preparation. And then another Christmas coloring book with little angels. So yeah, these are these tiny, teensy coloring books I have. As I said, this is the publisher. It's A with the, you know, points on TZ. They have this is their homepage, and in their online shop you can still buy these. I love them. Then I got a little postcard coloring book. I think I got this from Amberley as a gift. So I love this. It's just, you know, little inspirational quotes, pictures. I really should color 1 or 2 of these in, and then just, you know, hang this in my office or something. Yeah. So this is just it's called glücklich, like be happy. Then I have this coloring book. It's the Hildegard of Bingen coloring book, and it's by Mini Panagiatu. She's the one who also does the Circle of Life coloring book, and that's actually how I got to this book, because I looked at her homepage and looked at the things she had done before, and then found out that she had done illustrations for this coloring book. I think this is originally French, and I think in French it's actually a hardcover. And yeah, it's like 26 mandalas inspired by Hildegard von Bingen. And Hildegard von Bingen is like she was a nun in medieval times, like I think in the 13th century. Don't name me on that. And she was a very, very wise woman, and you know, she wrote a lot of books with very good life advice and such. And she apparently also did mandalas. So this book has some of you know, information about her, with quotes from her books or her, you know, her scripture, and then some mandalas that she did and colored, like these. And then you get the line art to the mandalas. So you can, I mean, suppose you can color them in. And then at the back of the book, you know, you get mandalas. I think these are the mandalas that Mini did, with a quote by Hildegard to accompany them. I don't think I will ever, I mean, color in this. One, because this is way, way, way too detailed for me, and two, because this is really like a curiosity book for me. I just, you know, thought this is something no one has. The Hildegard von Bingen coloring book. Then the next book is similar to that. I got this used, and I don't even know how I got this. This is a coloring book about a German state, Hessen, which, I don't know, with scenes from there, and, you know, like attractions and famous places. And I thought that was so interesting. Like, there was a coloring book about that. I don't have any connections to that state. I just thought it was so funny, and since it was used, I didn't pay a lot of money for this. So, zauberhaftes Hessen. I know there was a time, like, when coloring was really, really, really in, like I think in 2015-ish, everybody and their mother were doing coloring books about every subject. I think at some point there was a coloring book for all cities. I mean, it was so fun. Then I have Exotischer Urwald, like Exotic Jungle, by Good Wives and Warriors. And now you're wondering, Good Wives and Warriors, they're English. I think they're from the UK. So what is this doing in my German books? That's just because this is a German publisher. I think the whole book is original German, though I could be mistaken. I'm pretty sure though. So in the back you have postcards. Actually, ooh, I like those. Then single-sided pictures to take out. And then you get in the book. And Good Wives and Warriors, they have done Shakespeare books and an Alice in Wonderland book. and they have a very distinct art style that I really like. So this is just all jungle scenes. Oh no, it's not. No, it's only. Sorry, it's not only the same jungle. This is, for example, Yakushima in Japan. So it's different jungles apparently all through the world. Tells you how much I know my book. Now here's just the the world in all. So yeah, this is exotic jungle. I don't know whether this exists in an English version. This is German book by Good Wives and Warriors. The next one I think is Spanish. This is Hidden Nature by Toktokurok. Yeah, and apparently there exists a lot of versions to show. So I would hope that there are versions available to buy still. But I think the original is Spanish. Or he's the artist is Spanish, I don't know. And the artist apparently really likes cats. So there are lots of illustrations with the cat, with the kitty cat. And they're themed around different things. They're very, very, very busy. Very, very busy. So as with the Marjorie sonnet in an earlier part, I just simply usually don't know how to color this, so I don't. But I love this, and I love the little kitty cat. So music, and I suppose here you can color your own butterfly, sewing. Unfortunately, my copy is already falling apart a bit, even though I really obviously didn't work on this much. So it's actually the only book I have that's falling apart. So that's a bit sad. Jungle animals. And you know, the cat is everywhere. The cat. But yeah. I have started one in here. I think. I'm sure I did. When I continue doing this, I'll have just all pages in my hands at some point. I know I've started something in here, but I cannot find it. Ah, there. Just started randomly coloring strawberries. But I think it's just, you know, it's so much work if you actually want to color all of the little details in. So after the strawberries I got discouraged. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm completely losing all the pages in this book. Hidden Nature by Toktokurok. Then we have the two books I have by Tomislav Tomek. And these are the two books that he has out. I think he has 3 books out actually. Does he? Or maybe it's only the 2. I'm not sure. But those are the ones that got picked up by the Dutch publisher Moose. So I don't have the original versions. I have the 2 Dutch ones. I think this is the first one, Drummenwanger, which was called Zimilius Nova. So I'm sure you've seen this. I love this book so much. I love the art so much. It's so gorgeous. At some point I really need to color in this, just because I love this so much. Actually, I love this so much that I got a second copy of it just in case. So yeah, this is Drummenwanger, Zimilius Nova. And then I got the other one, which in the original was called Villain-san. Okay, so this is Villain-san. I think this is the one that was way thinner than the other, I remember. And so these are all single-sided, even though I think the original book is not. Some aren't. If it was a double page spreads in the original that they didn't want to rip up, then it's not. But to not have the book appear as thin, I suppose they put most of them in on single-sided, which doesn't look as good if you page through the book, I suppose, but of course makes it much easier to color in, because you can use just everything. And again, as with all books by this publisher, the paper is just amazing. So yeah, this is Vidensan, Språkjes Boss and Drummenvanga, Zemlja Snova by Tomislav Tomek. I think you can still get these. I love this publisher. Buy all the books by this publisher. I beg you, so that they continue picking up artists. Then I have one coloring book by Marcia Vandenberg, From Holland with Love. I don't think this is available anymore. I don't know whether this version is and was, and I don't know. Marcia has an Etsy store, so you can go and look at that. I think nowadays she does self-publish, but this one obviously had a publisher. So it has all kinds of like Dutch things, I suppose. Her art is very delicate, I think. So I don't think this is still available. Well, at least I'm not sure. But she has other books out in her Etsy store. So if you like this, you can just go and have a look at her Etsy store and see whether there's something that catches your fancy. This is From Holland with Love by Marcia Vandenberg. It's my only book by her. Then the next three books are, a bit of a, different thing. These are Coloring Book of Cards and Envelopes, Nature, A Year of Celebrations, and Christmas. All of these books have pages with cards. Then they have the accompanying envelope. I think I removed this here. See, this is the card, and then this is the envelope, which has already pre-folded lines here. And then in back you get accompanying stickers, so it all matches up, and you have all kinds of cards. I just you look at the cards. There's like the fox one. This is all nature, so all kinds of animals are here. And I actually did a couple of those, but I gave them away, so I can't show you the finished product. Obviously. Look for the little otters. So yeah, I really like this one. Such a good idea. I don't know whether they're still available or maybe came out with more. I actually need to check. If there are more of those, I need to have them. So this is the Coloring Book of Cards and Envelopes, Nature by Rebecca Jones. Then I have the Coloring Book of Cards and Envelopes, A Year of Celebrations, again by Rebecca Jones. And these are themed. Well, it's what it says. Themed. So I have Happy New Year, Valentine's, Mother's Day, Easter, Father's Day, birthdays, just general anniversary, thank you, love. Oh, I need to do get well cards. Yeah, and then as I said, in the back half you get an envelope for each card. Like this should be the first one, and the first card is this Happy New Year card. So you have the little, these thingies that they repeat here. And then you have the fox with the Valentine. So you get hearts here. And then on the back half you get, well, you can tell I used a couple already. You get matching stickers to close the envelope with. And then I have the same thing, just in the German version for Christmas. So you get 24 cards again, and just all of these are Christmas themed. So they are, you can see they're pre-cut. And again, it's the same, you know, all kinds of Christmas. Then you get the accompanying envelope, and in the end you get stickers. And I really need to go after I filmed this video and check whether there are more of those, because I really like those so very much, because the art is so cute, and then you can just color this in and give this away, and yeah, love these. So in English, the Coloring Book of Cards and Envelopes by Rebecca Jones. So next up are all my Disney books. Sorry, confused. Start with Disney Princesses by Hachette Heroes. Got this used, and so this is, you know, lots of Disney princesses. I haven't done anything in this. I just got this actually. I'm not as into Disney as other people are. I'm also very, very, very selective, because there's a lot of Disney properties that I don't know or don't like. But those that I do love, like I love Ariel, I love Jasmine, I love Belle. Those I love very, very much. So this is Disney Princesses. Then I have Summer of Love, also by Hachette Heroes. I got this at the same time as this one, so again, haven't done anything. And it's pretty big, so it's hard to flip through. But it's basically, I mean, they're kind of love theme, but well, very loosely, I'd say. Very loosely. So yeah, Summer of Love. Then I have Les Grands Classiques Art Déco, the second one, because I think the first one, I like the second one better than the first one. This is one of the hardcover books, and yeah, I love I don't know what this is called in English. I love this movie so much. I wish, you know, more of these images were in the other. But yeah, some of them are very busy, but I've seen these done so well, so pretty. Les Grands Classiques Art Déco, the second volume. And then I got the Disney Vitraux, the huge book that I don't think I will get in frame. And I also, my copy is printed wrong, so I have to switch it around. So this is the first one. I need to get the second one. I love Robin Hood too, so much. So this is amazing. It's just so big. I've had the Disney Mosaic one and sent it back because my copy was damaged, but also compared to this one, the mosaics were so much smaller because the whole thing was so much smaller. Here, because you have the huge size, of course the little things can be bigger as well. So, oh, you have some cards as well here in the back. Oh, I like that. Didn't know that. Oh, nice. So this is Disney Vitro by Hachette Heroes. The first volume. There's the second one out that I need to get at some point, just as well as the first one for this, just to have the full collection. Even though I mean, I don't see me coloring Disney, honestly. Okay, so these are the last books, or the last pile that I have here is my last pile of coloring books, and these are my most favorite and prized coloring books I have. So these I acquired all through Etsy. Let's start with these two. They're by Marlon Tönnissen, and she goes by Dream Chaser Art on Etsy. She doesn't mainly do coloring books. She does all kinds of art, and she also did these two coloring books from line art from her art. And she has this very anime style that I just love so much. So this is Wings and Fins. So as it says, you have mermaids and I love this one. Mermaids and I think fairies, I suppose. And it's just very fun, the art she does. It's very anime style, as I said, and just fun. Really love this. Yeah, come out here. This is her card, and I think she has an Etsy. I don't know why the Etsy isn't on here. So yeah, this is Wings and Fins, and this is my most favorite coloring book. She also has an art book out for this that I really should get, because this is Zodiac Dreams. I got a little card as well for the Year of the Pig, which is when I bought the book, I think. As it says, it's like the zodiac, and but it has all zodiacs. So it has it has the Chinese zodiac with the dog and rooster and monkey, sheep and dragon. And for that I love this so much, because it's so rare. And then it also has the Western one. So this is Scorpio, I suppose, and Libra, it's Virgo, Lion. So I really do love her art. Marlon Tönnissen, Dream Chaser Art on Etsy. And I really need to get the art book to the coloring book, where all the pictures, are colored in, because she does the artwork, and then this is just the line art for it. She doesn't do coloring books, but I do hope that at some point she will come out with a new one. At the moment, she's very busy with a comic book, I think. So then we have the next artist that I do love very much, and have 2.5 coloring books from. This is Sakum. She's French, and you can buy these huge, I think it's a 4 bigger sized spiral bound blocks in her Etsy with her art. You can also get these PDFs. I think this one I also have as PDF, and then you can also decide on the paper which paper you want to have. And I mean, it's just amazing. I love her art so much. I have one of her art prints up on the wall, framed as well, because I just love her art so much. it's just gorgeous. And this one, I think, incidentally, I printed out and colored. I am happy that I have this one as PDF as well. Oh, wait, let me just, okay. That I have this as PDF as well, because I love the size, but it's a bit daunting because it's so big. So I just printed this in half size, as you can see, and colored her in. So this way it was much quicker. I think the background is Neocolor. I don't know why I stuck this on this green. That's it. Yes. So that's better. So the background is Neocolor, but there it ends. I want to say that the rest is Pablo's, because I'm pretty sure it is. But of course I didn't write this down anywhere, which annoys me because my god, the purple hair is awesome. I put some stickers on the flowers, whether you can see. There are stars in the back of the sky with white Postcard. And on her dress there's also stickers. And I did this in July 2019. I really love her. So yeah, that's always an option when you have PDFs, to just print them half size, and when they're not as detailed like this is, then this works wonderfully. I have another one, this should also be in here. This one. I also did this one, and this one is actually stuck on the strange paper. Again, I printed this out half-sized because she's not that detailed. She has some shading in her eyes. And then, let me get this out for you. So, this is her. I think she's called Kyoko. All of the girls have names. Background is Neocolor, because I always do Neocolor for backgrounds. The moon is Coliro. And again, I'm pretty sure I used all Pablo's on her. She got lots of stickers on her dress. I don't know whether this shows up. And yeah. And metal gel pen for the sticks here. This is done in May 2019. So these are the two girls I did by Sakum, and this is the first coloring book. So this is the Fantasy Coloring Book 2017. Then I also got Natural Enchantment Coloring Book 2018, so this is a year later. Again, this is on amazingly thick paper. It's watercolor paper, so. Her art is just gorgeous. And it's all different, like you have girls like this, and then you have scenes. So, sorry for bumping the camera. And it's just all made from her original art, so it's gorgeous. I have some very tiny art prints by her somewhere around here as well. I think she has a third coloring book out, and but that was, you know, too gothic-y and dark for me actually. And she's going to release another one soon. Either she already has when this goes up, or she will. And then I have this printouts of, I think it's 10 colors, 10 colorings by her, or 10 line arts by her, called Sweet Kawaii Coloring Book. And I think this was meant as a teaser, but I don't think she has a bigger coloring book out yet. Maybe that's what's coming. So this is just printouts of line art, which you also can get. Isn't it sweet? Get as a PDF. You can get all of her stuff as PDF. So this is more kawaii. this is Sweet Kawaii by Sakum. Then next up is Dragons Assorted by Elizabeth Rose Best. And I don't know whether you can still get this. I got this on Etsy as well. Let me see whether it says anywhere what her Etsy shop is. Don't think it does, but I got it from Etsy. Maybe, you know, you can get it from here, I don't know. And there's a 31 dragons with their themes here. And well, I love dragons, so this was a no-brainer for me. So just I love this one. It's the one from the title. So gorgeous, gorgeous dragons. So very glad I have this. Dragons Assorted by Elizabeth Rose Best. I do hope you can still get this, but I don't actually know. Then I have 3 coloring books by Mystic Art Mirrors. I keep all of my Etsy stuff in the wrap they come in, you know, because they're so precious, so I'm very sorry for all the crinkling sounds that makes when I just unpack them now. So this is Töchter der Meere, like Daughter of the Sea. I think this is one of her very first coloring books, and you know, one of her first reprints. Have it signed. Unfortunately, the images are double-sided. And well, if you have seen her art, you know her distinctive look. So this is Daughter of the Seas. Then I have Mermaid and Friends. Again, lots more mermaids. This is some printed on very thick paper. So, Mermaid and Friends. And the last one I have, Fairy Tale Princess. So again, Mystic Art Mirrors, and this time this is single-sided. All kinds of fairy tale princesses, like this is Sleeping Beauty, I think. This is Sue. This looks like Tinkerbell. This looks like Alice. Yeah, really like these. So, Fairy Tale Princess. All by Mystic Art Mirrors. I think she has several more coloring books out. She has an Etsy store where you can get all of these. I think she has at least 3-4 more coloring books out now. So yeah. And then the last coloring books are near and dear to my heart. These are all by Yen Katz that I've mentioned way back in the first part when there was some art by her in the Coloring Heaven magazines. So I just unpack all of them because again I keep them in their shrink wrap. So the first one is actually the latest one. I don't think she has done another since then, sadly. So I mean, if I have that, then this is from 2019. Need to go and ask her. So this is Autumn is my favorite color, which is true. And this is like it opens up to the top. And Yen has a very, very distinct art style, I think. Like very busy pages with very, very whimsical and very just dreamlike and imaginative things. And this is all autumn, so lots of mushrooms. And I always think these, you know, look a bit like alien planets. So autumn is my favorite color. And then I have this trilogy of books that has a very difficult name. It's Über Salatsonaten und Mondscheinkatzen. It's like from salad sonnets and moonshine cats. I don't think it needs to make any sense. And this is very, very detailed on purpose. And the special thing about this is it's a storybook, and it starts here, and if you look, each picture continues. It's one continuous picture. Like it starts here, and then we go over here. You can see here this, whatever this is, the window. It's in here, is in here too, and then we just continue over here, and the picture continues. And this, you know, this is some alien planet, and it just goes on. And I think that's it's so clever that it's one continuous picture. So we're at the sea now, and we have, you know, all kinds of funny little looking aliens, and then we have a bridge here. Oh, so the bridge ends here. It's very, very detailed. Yeah. It's on very thick paper as well. And this is the whole thing. It says in the bottom it's 7.5 meters of coloring book. So this is the whole picture in one book. So this is 1 and 2, and this is the actual 2. And again, this is the whole picture. It's again one picture. 8 meters, it says. I mean, I can go in the other way around, in the other way as well, right? It's the same, very alien-looking style, but this time a bit less intricate and small, but with bigger scenes, which I like better. So it's a bit easier to color these. So this is the second one. And then there's the third again. It's one picture, one long picture, 8 meters long. And it looks just like that. Look at the little ones just riding the broom here. So yeah, this is the books by Jen Katz, and this is Über Salatsonaten und Mondscheinkatzen. So these conclude my coloring books. I do have a couple of like coloring adjacent books that I also keep in that shelf and that I want to just include because, you know, they kind of belong here anyway. To start with, I have 2 books of Helen Ellison. Helen Ellison has several coloring books out as well, but she has now 4 of these Colorist special effects books where she teaches you like how to do several, you know, things. I think she has a like table of contents in, and then each page just describes how to do one thing. Like if you want to do an hibiscus, how do you color the hibiscus, and so on. So it's not something to just, you know, read, but more to look up, I'd say. So if you see here, it has an apple in here. So if you have to color an apple in somewhere, you can go here and refer to this and then look it up. So this is the second one, and the first one is just the same thing, but the first one also has a couple of background ideas, which I like. See? I know I had a little, you know, like color thingy for my pictures, which I have lost, and I just noticed that it must be fun here. This one. Oh, I think I'm just, you know, we'll cut out a new one. It's like, yeah, she has all kinds of things. I like these two. They're a bit on the pricier side, unfortunately, so I don't have the other two. And it's a bit hit and miss, but some of the things I really, really do like. And yeah, so this is Colorist Special Effects by Helen Ellison. Again, I'm not flipping through these because then you could just, you know, read all the information. Then I have Love Color Pencils by Vivian Wong. Again, you know, it's very similar. She just, let me just go to the table of contents actually. She, you know, explains like tools and techniques, and then she also has a how to like eyes, nose, lips, skin, hair, feathers, fur, and flowers. So again, like how to's with I think these are, what are these? Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer, I wanna say. That makes no sense, but they are okay. These aren't colored pencils, but okay. So yeah. Love Color Pencils by Vivian Wong. And then actually the best book I personally think on the matter is 101 Textures in Color Pencil. Again by Denise J. Howard, and again these are like step-by-step instructions how to color something. Like we have porcelain and cobalt glass, but they have everything. Like they have all kinds of things. Again, let me go to the table of the content. Table of contents. They have everything. And I've used this for, I think, for bricks. I've used that. Actually, I like that a lot. And I think I've tried fur. I mean, yeah, 3 different kinds of fur. This one I really, really like as a reference book, like eyes and cat hair, and it's always just 4 steps, so it can be hard to follow what you're supposed to do. So I don't think I managed to do the hair. I think I've tried this and I failed. But some of the others are really, really neat. So I like this very much. 101 Textures in Color Pencil by Denise J. Howard. Then I got How to Draw and Paint Fairies by Linda Ravenscroft. I think when I ordered from her, I just, put this in my cart as well. Just, for her art, because the book is illustrated with her pictures. I haven't, tried. I haven't even, read the instructions. But I've mainly got this for her art and for inspiration, as you can tell. this is How to Draw and Paint Fairies by Linda Ravenscroft. Then, if you, hadn't noticed that I really like John Howell, I have, well, The Art of John Howell. Well, basically an art book about lots of his favorite or lots of his popular paintings. Like if I just go in here, we're already at the Lord of the Rings things, which he is very, very famous for. And if you just look in here, then you can already see how much of the movies has been inspired by him. But he actually did a lot more. Like he did lots of book covers, actually. Like lots of book covers for Robin Hobb, which I didn't know, but think is so awesome. And I just love his art, and I got the book as inspiration. Like if I want to paint something or color something, and I need an idea for the lighting or colors, then I will look in here. So this is Myth and Magic, The Art of John Howell. Then I have Maria Merian's Butterflies. Maria Merian is I have to check when she lived, actually. I'd say in the 18th century. Almost. So died 1717. And she, even in that time, she was able to travel to South America, and she drew a lot of the insects and plants there. And I love this book with her drawings. Again, as an inspiration if I want to draw or color, a butterfly. I'll just look in here what she did. So this is Maria Merian's Butterflies. And last but certainly not least, this is something that is super old that I actually took off my mum. This is Johannes in der Farbstern. So this is basically just, the color wheel. And I don't think I have done this, but I could if I wanted to. So this is the color wheel here. And then you can pop in like these wheels on if you just want to have the complementary colors. This is this one. There, you can see it, complementary colors. Or if you want to have like, I don't know all the names now, but you have all these wheels to separate. Oh my god, it doesn't come off. If you would just want to have tertiary colors, you can do it like this. And so on. So this is basically for color theory. I do keep one of these thingies in here, a color theory worksheet that I got from somewhere, and it unfortunately doesn't say where. So for just picking a color scheme. So this is the color wheel, and then there are color schemes below. So primary, secondary, warm, cool, complementary. That's what I meant. Analogous, rainbow. What's this? Intermediate. Then you have split complementary and such. So if you want to like do if you want to pick out colors, then this is very, very helpful for color theory. I don't think this exact one is being sold again anymore, because I'm pretty sure this has to be like decades old. But there are similar ones that you can buy, and I would recommend getting. because it is helpful. Or just, you know, get something like this and just color it in yourself. I downloaded this from somewhere, I don't know where, but I thought it's very helpful to just, you know, look up for color theory. So. Well, these were all of my books. All of them. The whole shelf. I really hope you enjoyed the series. I certainly did. I rediscovered a lot of books, a lot of colorings that I did and had no memory of. I really want to color in so many of these books now. I have so many books that I'm at the point where I have so much choice. I'm paralyzed by choice. So let's see what I will do next. I think the next thing I will do is actually set up my printer and see whether I can get it to print again, to print out more of my PDFs, because I think it's easier if you have them, you know, in front of you and can just go and color instead of just, you know, if I need to print them out. And yeah, again, if you have any questions, if you know, want to know about a certain book, or how to get a certain book, because I don't, I'm not going to stick all of the Etsy shops and such in the description box, because there's so many of them. So, but if you want to, you know about a certain artist or Etsy shop or anything, just, you know, let me know, and I will get back to you. If you have sat through all of these parts, I think there must have been 7 or some, all in all, hours and hours, then, well, I thank you so very much. I hope, you know, you got some coloring on in the meantime. My vacation is unfortunately almost over now. I think the last remaining days I will use for editing these videos and then, you know, getting them uploaded and such. So I can go back to coloring myself, because this took a very long time. But as I said, I had so much fun, and I keep buying doubles of coloring books, and I really hope that this hasn't ended now that I have looked at all of my books, reacquainted myself with the books, and honestly, it's just such a joy to be able to, you know, look at the collection, because a collection it is. I will never reasonably in my time color all of these books, or even color in, you know, all of the books, but that's not the point. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for spending that time with me. Leave me a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.